You're an avid follower of the world of football and have been paying any attention to German football, the DFB Pokal recently, you've probably heard of FC Saarbrücken. It's a casual friendly German game of the Billy Goats. The name FC Saarbrücken certainly rings a bell. They're a third division side that used to play in the Bundesliga. Every country seems to have a club like that. Perhaps consider them to be a German Bolton, Portsmouth, Derby, or even Charlton. However, there's a lot more to the story of Saarbrücken than the sole fact that they're a fallen giant, which is certainly an intriguing story, the fallen giant concept, but just intriguing doesn't really cut it for the story of Saarbrücken. As much as I love German football, and as much as I love to say I know about Saarbrücken because of an adept understanding of the lesser known areas of the German footballing period, that simply is not the case. I first learned of the existence and history of Saarbrücken on the 8th of May 2021. Over 168,000 people can say the exact same thing, as that's when the absolutely brilliant HITC 7s released a video titled The Forgotten Nation That Shaped European Football Forever. The backstory to the club is fascinating. As exciting as their current run in the DFB Pokal is, it's not even remotely close to the start of the story when it comes to the impact this club had on the game we love. Now, I get these videos about Saarbrücken's current run of form, but today's story is far more exciting once you understand the history. I'll be giving a brief rundown here, but I highly recommend the HITC 7 video if you want to learn more. Saarbrücken were originally founded in 1903 and had a relatively normal existence as a football club. That was until 1933, 30 years after their founding, when Germany, Europe, and the world became engulfed in World War II. Due to the instability of the war and the impact it had on football, Saarbrücken saw themselves shift multiple divisions due to the constant reorganization of Germany's footballing structure. And as unfortunate as this is, this didn't really make Saarbrücken special. This was kind of the case for everyone in wartime football. It wasn't until the end of the war when Saarbrücken started writing one of the most unique stories to come out of sport. Saarbrücken were dissolved by the Allied powers after the war and reformed in the later months of 1945. Saarbrücken are located in the German state of Saarland, and this area of Germany was occupied by France after the war ended. However, it wasn't as simple as that. Nothing in the story really is at all. It's a very concurrent theme. You'll learn that later. Saarland wanted to be independent from Germany and attempted to join France, as they do share a border with them, so I guess geographically it wouldn't make sense. FIFA basically looked at this and gave them their own national teams in the 1952 Olympics and the 1954 World Cup. Due to the fact that they weren't really a part of Germany, but not really a part of France either, Saarland were left with no option but to create their own league. However, FC Saarbrücken were having none of this. They joined the French second division, and they only went and got bloody promoted. However, the teams in the French top division weren't too fond of them playing the top flight, due to the fact that the teams in the French division at the time were forced to play in German competitions during World War II, and that kind of left a sour taste in their mouths. So now, FC Saarbrücken are kind of stuck. They've already declared themselves too good for Germany, and France didn't really want them. For lack of a better way to put it, they've played themselves. Their backs are to the walls, but nobody put Saarbrücken in the corner. When all the odds led them to folding, they wrote a Wayne Rooney at Derby-esque story. If only, instead of getting relegated, Wayne Rooney created the greatest ever club sporting competition in the world. That's right, baby. Saarbrücken started organizing friendlies against various clubs, eventually set up a cup competition with 15 clubs from 6 different European countries. This tournament only grew in popularity and was bigger and better next season, with more teams from Germany joining. So good, to the point where it was dissolved in 1952, after Saarbrücken were readmitted into the German football pyramid. Now, the competition they created may have been gone, but the idea was only getting started. In fact, some may argue it hadn't even taken off yet. The cup tournament Saarbrücken set up went down very well at the UEFA, and from Saarbrücken's nifty little idea to the 1955-1956 European Cup. Ring a bell? Saarbrücken were involved in this competition as a representative of Saarland. The rest is history. The European Cup will go on to become the most esteemed prize in club football and shape global football and identity as we know it. However, the question does remain, where did Saarbrücken go from here? They had a brief top-flight stint in the 1964-1965 season and other Bundesliga intervals in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. They play in the third division today, as I mentioned earlier, and they haven't seen top-flight action since 1994, meaning they couldn't even celebrate the last Bundesliga goal with Wonderwall because it wasn't even out at the time. Mental, I know. FC Saarbrücken have been branded as the Forgotten Club, but that certainly hasn't been the case as of recent. They caught headlines after the 2-1 giant slaying of Bayern on the 1st of November in the DFB Pokal, and they've done it again with the 2-0 victory over Frankfurt a day before I recorded this video. Of course, any understanding of how footballing pyramids work would indicate how mental this is, but it really puts it in perspective when you realize that of all of FC Saarbrücken's current squad, it all equals 6 million euros, meaning if they wanted to buy Harry Kane, they would have to sell their entire squad 18.3 times. Saarbrucken currently sit 11th in the 3rd division of German football, which is the lowest professional football division in Germany. Of course, they've had brighter days in the past, but you can't help but think there will be some magical times ahead for those in black and blue. It's why we love cup football, and why I love the story of FC Saarbrucken. So next time you're watching your club walk out to the Champions League anthem, or the Europa League anthem if you're a Liverpool fan like myself, I hope you think of the little club in the southwestern German state of Saarland that made it all possible. Thank you very much for watching. I know this video is a little different than the state of footy, a little different than the weekly football show content. I'm trying something new. Let me know if you like it. Please don't let me know if you don't. It'll probably hurt my feelings, and I'm very sensitive.